Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays RimWorld. To be honest with you, things are going real well lately. We haven't really been having many problems. Ostrich revenge. Alright, that seems fitting. Emmy, you should just kill the ostrich. First off, you should not run that way. You should run this way and let the turrets handle it. I doubt this ostrich is going to do that much damage to you. Well, I was just saying we need meat. So, Emmy, get behind cover. Oh god, don't walk straight out there. You're at least behind a wall. The fucking ostrich killed her? That is mind-boggling. I'm not even mad, I'm just impressed. I mean, I guess you can't fuck about with an ostrich, but holy Christ. Well, I hate to say it, she needs to be stripped. And then she needs to be burned? Can someone... I mean, princess, like, I know you're cleaning, but perhaps you could cremate Emmy. Well, that's why you don't get a name until you spent a little while at the, wait a minute, you're burning this stuff, though. Oh, no, they're pretty bad. Fair enough. That's why you don't get a name at this colony until a little later. Braddock, you are the lone survivor. Let's look at your character here. Great at medicine. You're great at social. You're great at artistic. You know what? In no way does that describe J. Smith OTI. But there you go. Let's get some emerging gameplay going here. And we got more meats. Let me look at the information. How much meat do you get? 108. Not a ton, but enough to feel like... Oh, Jesus Christ. Why are you holding frag grenades in the middle of a fire? The fire foam! The fire foam worked! This is the greatest day of my life. The fire foam worked. I am amazed. Shocked, amazed, thrilled. Josh is gonna survive with only mild burns on his body. He's gonna go in the freezer. That's gonna just cool down a little bit. Grab a fine meal. You'll feel better. Dude, that's so dope. And then Princess just cleans the fire foam. And you lose the fire foam. Then it's gone forever. But still. What an incredible situation. You know what? Fire foam, you just earned yourself... where is that? Security, probably? No? Miscellaneous? Yeah. Oh, there's the moisture pump as well. Alright, fire foam, you just earned yourself a place in every single one of these... rooms here. Even at the cost of some corn. How much is this? 75 steel? Well, okay, let's not get ridiculous. 75 steel is kind of a lot, but the fact that it can put out fires so easily. I wish I'd known how wonderful that is. Minor break risk times 2, but still feeling good. Very close to actually being done with our meal production. We're not producing legitimate medicine, which is bad. Wait, indoors... Did you see that? Oh, it's 55 degrees Celsius inside of our geothermal vent room. So I probably... You know what? Why don't we do the very smart thing here and put a vent? Like, right here. I wonder if we could even have the geothermal vent into our prison cell and thus not require the use of a heater in our hospital and our prison cell. But let's be real, that's getting a little bit high order for yours truly here. So I might suggest not doing that and instead, you know, avoiding the risk of maybe accidentally setting our entire colony on fire by venting extremely hot steam into the hospital. Like, you know, what could possibly go wrong, right? Okay. Now it's only 20 in here, and it's 7 out there, it's 7 out here. So we're venting it basically effectively. Yo, that's the smartest thing I've ever done in this game. It may not pay dividends, but it's the smartest thing I've ever done in this game. To actually use a little bit, and I do mean a little bit, of science to improve our situation. I'm very happy with myself. So we still need to build these conduits back out because our grid's not fully connected, but that's okay. J. Smith OTI is cleaning. Oh no, he's sewing. We should still get the fire foam out of there. Like, you know, it looks ugly, but that's Princess's job. Dope. And this is all mined out. We just need Mathis to break it, and then he's going to cook some more meals, and we're very nearly at 100% anyway. Like, we're very nearly at 100% of our meal bill. What do we have a lot of? We have a lot of granite. So first, you go... Power? No. Production? Furniture. Furniture. Sun lamp. We just put it down like here, for example. And then we grab a heater, which is in temperature. Honestly, you know, you might as well build out to in and then get a fire foam popper. And then we're just gonna wait till the sun lamp is built, and then we'll get the conduit set up, and it's gonna be a lovely situation. We have so much steel that this is good. Now, we don't really need food. Honestly, like, food has been extremely easy for us to come by lately. And we've got a pretty... It seems like we have a pretty nice scenario, like, year on year. Like, we're never really finding ourselves in situations where we're running out of food, or even getting lower on food. So, I think it's really like we need to build some miscellaneous stuff here. I think getting more heal root would not be the end of the world, but it's probably going to be a mixed-use grow zone. I don't know what else we're going to grow. Like, is there any way... Can we grow a precursor to neutroamine and then use that to help us in our medicine production? If so, I think that would be pretty valuable. Okay, so the grid is basically hooked up here. We have 2 times minor break risk. Let's just look quickly. Dan constantly being rebuffed by Mathis, who's already taken. Cramped environment. Maybe, like, in here? No, it's, like, average size, man. I'm not saying you're not right. I'm just saying, could be worse. Oh, we never gave Princess a name either. Cramped environment. I mean, it's got to be cramped in there, but, let's get this taken care of. Okay, Princess, you get a name now, too. Great at melee. Which one of us is going to be the best at melee? Super Smash Brothers variety. I bet it's Alpaca Patrol. So there you go. We got Alpaca Patrol hanging out now too. The Sun Lamp needs a growing zone. Fuck. This obviously you can only grow here because that's not soil, you dummy. Shit. There's like no reason for it to exist there. Alright. We'll just move everything over here. That's a bummer, but, you know, better to know now. Sweet. We're gonna need to build more conduits, probably. No. Don't grow here. It's a waste. It's a waste of your time. Just move your stuff over here. It's not the end of the world. This is the worst thing. Like, this tree grow zone needs to be handled. We got, like, unlimited quantities of stone. I don't think there's much you can build with wood that you can't build with stone, if anything. So maybe we should just axe this grow zone and turn it into something more immediately productive. You know what? At least building the conduit a little lower down here does allow me to power the prison, if we ever desire that. 17 outside. Do we need to turn the heaters off? I don't think so yet. Okay, so pay attention here. I'm saying me pay attention. I'm not just being rude saying pay attention, you dummies. Got 41 degrees, or 41 simple meals, 20 fine meals. We're going to research minor break risk, assuming on Dan, possibly because he's in the dark right now. He is going to haul and then clean animal filth. That's okay. I do want to diagnose why... By the way, how much meat did we get off that ostrich? Some. I do want to diagnose why we're not making medicine. We have neutral amine. Oh, you know what? We only have 2 cloth. That settles it. Hopefully we have more in the stockpile coming. But for now, I'm not salty that we're getting research done. This is a big research project, if I remember. Ground penetrating scanner. It's the biggest research project we've ever done, by far. I hate that you constructed half of that and then just started to clean, but I accept this as perhaps a necessary evil in the present moment. Okay, so that stuff should be basically hooked up now. Alright. You're going to build a growing zone around you. At least this is, you know, fertile ground. And structure, we're building granite walls. Yes. So again, this is going to compromise our colonist movement somewhat, but... Oh, you know what? There was one other thing that has been suggested to improve our colony's efficiency overall. I don't think this is going to inhibit our movement that much. But anyway, grow zone. Let's get this sorted. I guess we just delete it first, and then we'll say zone area, growing zone. We might need to leave like one tile between them. Otherwise, will it just become part of the other one? Yeah, it will. So we need to delete zones. Like that. And then growing zone. I hope this works. Again, we're losing tiles by doing this. But I think that what we lose in tiles will gain, at least in terms of like variety. Which might be a short-sighted way of doing things, but it's the way I'm going to do them for now. We're losing like, you know, maybe 20 tiles worth of growth. So we got 2 small ones and 2 medium-sized ones. I would say inside of our medium-sized one, I want to see what psychoid makes. It can be refined into various forms of the psychoid drug. I don't know why I had to go to a different one. Haygrass, daylily is just for joy. What does rose do? Beautiful flower. Sure. Doesn't really seem to help me. Dandelions? What are dandelions used for? Pleasant to look at. Alright. Well, you know what? I think we should make a little smoke leaf, maybe. I know people are like, hell yeah, dude. But it does give you joy. So it seems like this might be a smart idea. Just get like a little of that going on here. So we'll do that. Plus, we need a crafting spot now. Let's place that before I forget. Just put that right there. Wait, does it need wood? No. Okay, so now we can take advantage of that. Now, growing zone 2. Psychoid plants. We find it in various forms of the psychoid drug. Let me go quickly to our drug lab. We can't make neutroamine. I'm still confused about neutroamine. A synthetic precursor chemical, useless on its own, many drugs require it as an ingredient. You know what? I'm even going to alt-tab here. RimWorld, how to make neutroamine. Give it a sec. It's an item only available from traders. Okay, so whenever neutroamine comes up from a trader, we should grab it because we need it for medicine. 182 is fine, but I don't think we want to make psychotic drugs right now. Let's plant little rice, and I guess we can plant what's haygrass. Edible for we can make animal food out of it. Devil strand. I'm not sure. Give me a minute here. Is the cat okay? The guy in the door? I'm trying to manage my digital Ruka, and I gotta manage my analog Ruka. This cat is out of his mind. Okay. Devil strand. It owes its name to the greed it inspires in people. That seems like it's going to lead us to disaster. Let's be okay with just a little Cheech and Chong action for now. I think we're just going to, like, rice and corn. I know it's maybe potatoes. We already have, we already have potatoes growing too, but it doesn't matter. I think potatoes are fine by default. It's just more food. And for right now, I think this is actually a pretty okay balance. But I will also admit that this is more food than we probably need, and the resources that we're dedicating to this, not just in terms of like, you know, stone and steel and blah blah blah, but in terms of our time, is probably cost prohibitive. This was maybe a bit of a misstep on my part. I would agree with that. Okay. What do I think we should do next? At least we've been doing things. I think we should wait until we have more stone, and then we should use our stone to build a wall for our kill box that's like here, bust down these walls and make like an actual maze, and then maybe move 1 or 2 turrets down into this kill box so we can do better there. I think that's a very, very sensible idea. We have 241 agave fruit. I would classify that as relatively low priority. We don't need vegetables. The variety, in theory, I guess, could give them a mood bonus. I'm not sure if it actually does, though. I wonder if we should actually have this store some herbal medicine, or if we should just have it store cloth, because herbal medicine's already pretty close. It probably would make it more efficient, though. Major break risk, I'm assuming, yeah, Dan, every time, man. Ooh, joy deprived needs a little pain. Another thing people have been suggesting for a long time, we have 89 marble. We can make, oh, you can't make marble chairs? We can make plasteel chairs, but that seems like such a waste. Don't have very much wood. We only have 60 wood. Blight. A mysterious blight has destroyed your crops. Honestly, not a huge problem. As much as you would think that it would be. We have so much food that's way better than, like, you know, losing power for a little while. Okay, now research is not being done. Instead, we're making medicine. I think this is a necessary evil. And again, once you get 30 medicine, the idea is that it lasts fairly long. Now Dan is going to take my cloth, and he's going to make a parka out of it. I'm going to have to go say, Bills, never make it out of cloth. As ridiculous as that sounds, never make a parka out of cloth. Instead, just cut some stone. Because the cloth is going to get a little damaged out here, though, Dan. It's 75 cloth, you know? But the cloth is too important for medicine. We might have a surplus, but I still think it makes sense to save it for medicine whenever possible. And good, we're making actual medicine out of herbal medicine. Not to be rude, but especially in RimWorld terms, that's just the dang truth. This is going to take a lot of Josh and Mathis's time, planting all these growing zones all over again, but, you know, having a surplus of food, there's worse things. We have a battery breakdown. Not a big problem. Battery's not getting charged that well, but we did have a conduit explosion a day or so ago, and, you know, power has not been a real concern for us for a long time, so I'm not feeling like we're in a terrible position. I do want to see the construction get done here. I just want this construction to be done before I order the construction of what is going to make our kill box eventually stronger. And really, like, I can't complain about colonist moods, man. We're in a pretty good spot here. Now, what happens when Mathis finishes the food bill? What do we do after he sips the almond red? He builds a sandstone wall, I guess, and that's actually pretty sensible because I told him to do so. It's a great situation to be in. Colony's going well, and the ambient storyteller, or dynamic storyteller, has chosen to allow us to live a little bit longer. 100,000 wealth would be a pretty huge milestone for us to hit, so I'm stoked that it seems to be within grasp. Especially if we can get, like, any research done in the near future. Affair. Mathis, married to Varvara, has begun an affair with J. Smith OTI. Mathis and Tomo are no longer in a relationship. Sharing a room with others is annoying. I want some privacy. Sleep with Mathis. What's up? You okay, Tomo? Cheated on by Mathis, minus 20 mood. You know what? I still believe in you. I believe in your ability to get over this. You know, it's not your problem, it's his problem. That being said, he does get the double bed because it's good for moods. Dan, Mathis, and Jason with OTI, bedroom, NL's bedroom. You know what, Tomo, come over here and sleep with me in the bachelor cave, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We're just two guys and we're having a good time, Mathis, I would never have thought you would be the Lothario that destroys our scenario. It's offensive to me, the sensibilities and the attack on the, you know, morale and also the morals of our colony. But I guess you gotta do you, Mathis. I guess you gotta do you. Minor break risk on Dan. Still. This extra wrinkle that that Mathis has started an affair with Josh, which is now, you know, made legitimate, I suppose, here. The extra wrinkle that Dan wanted to start an affair with Mathis, but was rebuffed, is so good. Making a muffalo leather parka. It's good. I don't know if we need parkas. It seems like almost all of our colonists have them, but during the winter, we're going to need them. Might as well do them now. Okay, you were going to make medicine. We only have 8, so it's probably going to take you like a week or 2 to make all the medicine. But once you make the medicine, research can pop off. Again, we might want to prioritize that instead, but life goes on. Oh, you're grabbing all this buffalo leather. I'll allow it. What the fuck? I forgot about all this. Yeah, we need to... That stuff needs to be hauled in, man. And that's free steel. Like, these centipedes are well worth shutting down. We get a lot of plasteel and a lot of steel out of them, so we definitely should have handled that earlier. But it's not like we haven't been busy. The colony's still... We've been working on some projects that have been by the wayside for a while. Rice, potato, solar flare. All electronics are broken. This is only bad if our freezer loses so much power that things start to rot. Even if things don't rot, I prefer to keep them like completely out of the way of spoiling. But it usually passes, yeah, in about a day. That's not that bad. We're not going to have anything spoil from like, you know, -5 degrees to completely spoiling in a day or two. So hopefully we're fine. Gives us a chance to handle some more analog work. Buck 1 has gotten food poisoning from potatoes. Josh is a killer grower, man. Like, look at this. Why is nobody planting the smoke leaf? This is an engaging part of our environment. By the way, I think it would probably benefit us to have a door on our area here. Seems sensible for me. We'll just put it there so they don't have to walk extra spaces. Yeah, it's fine. We're still getting work done in the dark here. We won't be able to cook. We will be able to butcher, be able to haul. It's probably what Tomo's doing. Hauling. Alpaca Patrol's going to turn off the... No, he's just grabbing the steel. I mean, you could turn these off while you're here. Just the fact that they're still moving makes me very uneasy. How long until stuff spoils? 3 days. 3 days. 1 season, 14 days. As long as the solar flare is not of an unprecedented length, I see no reason to be afraid here. We can still cook medicine during the meantime as well. Alright, good. We have stored battery power, so we're still, we're going to be able to get back up and running pretty much right away here. And to be honest with you, I'm pretty happy with things. We had a solar flare and a blight, and yet we lost like 200 food, which is 1/5 of 1/6, so like 3% of our actual food storage. So we are pretty resistant to catastrophe right now. You know, we're a strong colony in many ways, and all it took was literally going back in time several times and save scumming in order to make that happen. So that's exciting. We are gonna, I mean, the solar flare is gonna have kind of like a trickle-down effect, and not in a good way. I don't know enough about the concept of trickle-down economics to know if that's an incendiary statement. But what I will say is that, you know, no power means eating, but no cooking, so it might take us a little longer to get through our food bill today, but this is the idea. We have like a daily kata, or like, you know, routine that we get through. Cook a few meals, make a little medicine, go to bed, next day come back, cook a few meals, make a little medicine, hopefully get a little research done. I almost wish we could just issue a bill that was like, make 1 medicine a day. Just to stay, Ooh, I didn't even realize there's more agave there. Just so that we could, like, produce a medicine a day without having to micromanage a bill. But maybe that's complicated from a design perspective, I guess. Major break risk on Tomo, I can imagine. Cheated on by Mathis, hungry, feeling terrible. When he eats, he's gonna be okay, probably. Mental break, food binge. Alpaca Patrol is pigging out on food. That's fine. If there's any area of this colony in which, like, we can withstand a catastrophe, it's gotta be food. Now, we still need these walls to be done, but we really should have no concerns with that. Do we have to add a bill at our... We do. Alright, make smoke leaf joints forever. Combat supplier from small town at the valley. So... Emmy was our social trader. I mean, we don't need the agave that bad, but it is free food, so it's probably the most efficient use of our time. Okay, let's go back to social here. 4, 5, 2, 1, 6, 6. Okay, so J Smith OTI, you're gonna speak with Lindbergh. They still don't want our human liver, I think. Oh, wait, do they? They do want it. There you go. Okay, so we definitely do not need the liver. That's fine by me. I'll sell you shoddy wooden clubs and shoddy shivs. I'll sell you. This is just to get it out of my inventory. Probably keep some things that are over 50%, but like decent quality. Wait, this. Why don't we just sell these two and keep that one then? Steel knife, not gonna buy it, tell you that much. Wooden club, maybe we'll keep it. Steel gladius seems good, even at 46%, so we'll sell this one. Poor 96%, maybe we'll keep. Yeah, sell that one, keep this one. We're probably never gonna use melee weapons. You know what? Apparently we have so many melee weapons that are actually pretty good. Then I'm like, yeah, let's keep like 2 things. Or, there you go. Keep 4 weapons and sell the rest. I could buy a charge rifle. I can afford it, but we can just grab one off of some enemies as well. We can almost buy some power armor as well. But there you go. That's basically just to clear out our stockpile. Go grab what you bought. I trust you. I don't know if we need to... Oh, you know what? We need a door here. Once that door is taken care of, it should be good. Dan and Tomo not in a good place. Dan, that's usual. Kind of caught himself in a mood spiral here. Tomo's not having a lovely time, I gotta say. Why can't we make chairs out of stone? I don't want to make them out of... Do we have enough to cut these? We might not get as much wood out of them, but at least we get something out of this grow zone that I've done nothing with for the whole game. I want to make some chairs for our chessboards here. Ah, yes, the agave ostrich stir fry, my favorite. Now this should be able to be roofed in. And this is basically a test. This might be an area for which, you know, this mixed use area is kind of garbage. We'll find out. It looks hideous, I'll tell you that much, but right now it's providing us with like a jack of all trades. Mostly a lot of food, though. Alright, meal bills being handled. Tomo's going to bed. Not having a great life, but could be worse. Why is Dan sleeping at night? He's a night owl. He should be sleeping during the daytime. He should be awake with me right now. Maybe it's a mood thing. I don't know. Cargo pods. No, my brother. You'll be expecting some gold in the wreckage. Tomo's still at a major break risk. Dan got up at 4 a.m. That's like the actual inverse of a night owl, but sure. Hopefully he'll work it through. You know, everybody's got their own journey. Oh, that's our timer. Trade caravan is leaving. I at least want, well, I think Dan should focus on crafting, not tailoring, honestly. So I'm going to adjust his priorities slightly. One sec. Dan... Tailoring is going to become a 3. What are you gonna do now? Stone cut? Beautiful. Okay, and then we're just gonna have our stone built out like this. Maybe like that, because it's gonna be a little shorter. And then we have a much larger kill box. We can adjust our turrets, pivot them out like that, build an actual maze. And that's what we're gonna do on the next episode, barring catastrophe. So for now, again, it was kind of like another episode of relative safety. That's fine. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Hope you guys are enjoying the continuing saga of our RimWorld colony here. And of course, click the like button if you enjoyed it. And subscribe if you want to see more. They come out at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every single day. For now, thanks for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow, where I'm hoping to get this kill box built out, barring catastrophe.